Welcome back everyone to my latest Galactic Civilizations 3 Let's Play, playing as the Terran Resurgence, a custom race that I've created that happens to have, as I'm sure you're aware by now, all of the literally worst racial traits that you can select in the game. I've got off to a particularly good start, I would say. There's a heck of a lot of very high class planets. There's tons of tiles that my 15 colonies that I've colonized so far have. I'm still in the colonization phase of the game, trying to get out colony ships as rapidly as possible. I should grab hopefully another 2 colonies up here. And it's a heck of a lot of stars to still explore actually, so I'm going to be sending colony ships out into the wider galaxy. There's one opponent which I haven't found yet, the Drengin, so I'm hoping they're not too big, but they could have 20 odd planets potentially if the AI is doing a good job with them. I've picked up the neutral ideology, so I've got 50 turns apiece, and that runs out actually in about turn 81 I think it was. So I'm trying to rapidly build up now at the moment to put myself in a position where I'm not going to be declared war on straight away once that runs out. So I need to improve my diplomacy. I probably need to get some freighters out, which will help with that. I also preferably need to get some sort of a fleet up before that runs out, that ideology. This is the second recording session that I'm recording for this Let's Play. Haven't actually uploaded any videos to YouTube yet, but I hope you're enjoying the videos that have been out so far, at least by the time that you see this video. Right, let's actually end the turn and get started. Okay. I think in terms of a combat fleet, probably be medium ships and prototype resources, weapons. That's what I'll probably be trying to get out by around turn 81 to pick up graveyard anomalies, for example. I don't know if I'd be able to get good enough ships to pick up the precursor anomalies, probably not by then. Not even sure I'll be able to get out half decent fleet at all by turn 81 with all of the negatives to production we have, but I'm going to certainly try my best to be able to. Right, so let's get moving anyway this turn. Let's bring that over here. That's a rule of 3, I can still around that. I haven't done that star, so I'm going to bring that back up there, I think. I'm actually at movement. This colony ship is making its way over here. Okay, should I come back there? Maybe I should. What's next? This colony ship. Is that Altarian space? Now, the last time I looked, the Altarians only had 5 colonies, but you think they'd be able to get more than that, wouldn't you? But not so far. I'm actually a bit locked in over here, sort of, by the Iconians and the Altarians, even though I've had an amazing start. But my range could become an issue getting over here, especially down there. I might have to get a constructor out, but yeah, I shouldn't be complaining too much. Right, let's come up here. Speaking of complaining, I probably haven't mentioned issues I have with the game so much so far in this Let's Play. I mean, my previous stuff I've made for Galciv 3, I pretty much go on about all of the issues Galciv 3 has all the time, so perhaps I've got a bit fed up of doing it so far, but I'm sure I'll get back into the spirit of mentioning Galciv 3's flaws in a bit. Right, so this colony ship, what the hell am I bringing you to? That's a good point. Actually, down there, is it? I think I'll go through that fog first. Now we'll come down there, is it? So Tagat was the only colony I had to do this turn. I'm having real problems trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this world, because it's good at income, it would be, but it's not really a planet that I want to generate wealth And the adjacency bonuses are all very weird. The resources are all very different in weird locations. I can't terraform because it's already huge anyway. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm doing with this world. I need to figure it out soon. I've got a tiny bit of movement left this turn. I've got a colony ship still in here, haven't I? This is a fast one I made. That reminds me as well. This world is in big trouble now of being flipped, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to prevent it. Arguably, I could destroy the planet, could even potentially try to sell the planet to maybe a minor race. I get the consulate up in a couple of turns. I believe the influence is, yeah, the influence growth is related to happiness, and the fact that this isn't 100% happiness isn't helping out actually. I can terraform a place. Getting my happiness up here would be a good idea. I don't know how I'm going to do it though. I'm not going to destroy it or sell it, I think, but maybe I should do. So, yeah, it looks like I'm going to lose the planet. This can come down here. Now, this is at the extent of its range. I could potentially upgrade it to get more range. Oh, wow, I found it. Brilliant. So, forget about upgrading. I'm going to be colonizing. That will extend my range down here, obviously. So the Iconians should have gotten this planet, really. How much movement have I got left? 3, 2, 1. Right, so this is Ribes. It's got a bonus to social manufacturing, but minus the food. So it's going to be minus 55% food. I'm just going to pick the ideology, which happens to be the best. Pick. Well, either pragmatic or malevolent, of course, though. So 30% economy, not interested in that, probably. Minus approval, minus the food production, influence, or an economy boost. I'm actually going to pick pragmatic here then. Influence wouldn't be bad in a circumstance, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm going to pick. Okay, it says approval over there. Let's put that on, take that off. We're going to terraform here. Oh, what's that resource? That resource is tourism. Crap, might sell that at some point. I think I can trade with the eyes in a couple of turns or a turn. That one is tourism and influence. So it's a half decent ring there. Okay, I think about a free factory here. Might make another one there, have approval there, food there, terraform. Maybe a ring there, I'm guessing. Perhaps. Or some, yeah, who knows. Right. Idle ship. This colony ship is going up to here. As fast as it's able. I can come up there. Okay, and I've moved that this turn. Right, I think that's the movement for the turn. Still making those. Right, back to the range colony ships. So I found a colony down there that suggests there's a lot more colonies down there, so I need to send some more colony ships in that route probably. If I ever ended up at war with the Iconians, that would be very hard to defend. DIs are starting to get constructors out, so I'm going to lose out on certain resources. There are definitely some resources I wouldn't mind having. I could make culture star bases here to try and prevent this from flipping, but it would take a lot of investment to do that, and yeah, too much probably. Okay. Let's come up here. I think there was a minor race near here, so it's almost definitely there actually, so I probably arguably don't need to bring a colony ship to there. So I'm not, well, I doubt there's another habitable planet in the minor race system. I'm not even sure it's possible to happen, but I'm gonna go over there anyway. I'm actually going to bring that one down here now then, I think, because I've got the range down here. It's going to be more likely to be places to colonize down there, arguably, and I am bringing that down here anyway. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Okay, hopefully a good one. That can come up here. Okay, right, so movement, colonies. It's actually been 9 turns since I last traded with a lot of these races, so I've done quite a few tech deals this turn. So I've picked up Xeno Entertainment, Advanced Construction, Agricultural Adaptions, that's allowing me to increase the farm. Interstellar Governance gives you the Bureau and also some extra raw manufacturing, so that's going to help out. Environmental Engineering is an extra terraforming thing. So I've given in return basically a lot of resources and to the miner some techs. So giving those isn't too big of an issue really. It's nothing that I really care about. I will need the Durantium at some point, but not yet, so I don't mind trading that currently. So I'm trading a heck of a lot of my resources, but we get them back eventually. Relations are actually improving, believe it or not, with the Iconian Refuge. I'm not really sure why. We're not getting any malice or negative modifiers showing up there, so that's why it's going up. But everyone else, there's not like us currently. Actually, the Altarians has stopped as well. Not really sure why. Yeah, they've only got 5 colonies though, so maybe that's why. There's a couple of bits of movement to do this turn. As I mentioned, I've done the colonies, so I've updated some of them with the new farm types, for example. I should actually take you through them, probably, shouldn't I? So let's do that now. I'm going to stop and do some research in a minute and also upgrade Infernum a bit, its production. But I want to get a few more colony ships out first, really. So the precursor worlds are actually getting their stuff up pretty well. The other worlds not so much, but that's to be expected. Right, this colony ship I took out of there, so where am I going to bring it to? That's coming down there. I think I'll just head it off in this general direction and figure out later. Okay. Going through Iconian space probably won't help relations though. This can come over to here. And that's actually it for the turn. We've got one more of those due next turn. And right, end of turn. So I think I'm gonna start to upgrade Infernum a bit once I've got those death furnaces available to build. New colony ship there. So I basically need to colonize another planet, which I might just pick up a malevolent points this turn actually if I colonize there, which I'm going to. That one's coming up here. That can come up here. No sign of that Iconian colony ship, so who knows where it went to, but doesn't look like it's going to colonize anything up here. Come up there. Okay. That's come over here. Right, so rule 3. 2, 3. This colony ship's coming down here. It's Nebula. I keep on saying anomaly instead of nebula. Sometimes I need to be careful with it, so I actually know what the hell I'm going on about. Right. I think I've done it at least once. Right, this colony ship. Yeah, I guess I come out over here. Probably too late for a lot of stuff over here though. Right. Is that the last colony ship? There's one here, isn't there? I think I'll bring that out in the same direction. I think I'm gonna build quite a few embassies in this game, which I've never really done before, but actually that's increasing now, brilliant. But if I can keep at peace with these two after the 50 turns neutral runs out, that would be huge because they're near to me. Keeping at peace with the Snathi or the Drengin arguably isn't so important because they've got a lot further to travel wherever they are. Unless I colonize near to them, which I might. But even if I lost some planets, it wouldn't be all that big an issue, really. Right, I've got colonies to do this turn. This has actually got that up, and it hasn't flipped yet, but how close is it? It's 14%, 1.6. Hopefully I can start to do something about this now. Let's build that there. I really need... I'm even thinking of scrapping that, so my approval would go up, and therefore my influence growth would go up. Because I'd have less population. It might be the best thing to do, actually, short term, if I'm under threat of being culture flip. Don't think I'm going to, though, even though I probably should. Is that the only... Oh, that's actually the only thing I have to build is turn good. This colony ship... What the hell is that? When did I find out about that? I think I know what might have happened here. Basically, there's something in here that gives them... Yeah, that there. They've probably got that Benevolent pick. You know what? I'm going to nick that. And there's no way I could hang on to it. What I'll do is actually destroy it or either sell it to a minor race. Hopefully they don't have a colony ship near to it. Hopefully I can get there in time. Might not be able to. Should have a colony ship there, shouldn't I? Near to the capital. Let's keep on bringing it down here. And is that the last thing? Yes, it is. Okay, so Centania is class 13. And I'm going to pick Malevolent. Best pick definitely there. Research. Okay, so let's put that on there, put that there. Let's manufacturing bonus there, so let's put a factory there. I've actually got... I can't get that for free, sadly, but I can get factories. Let's put a factory there. Put a solar plant there next. Okay. So got that off a recent tech. Ideology pick. So let's pick up Implacable. Okay, so that means, well, the cost for that's gone up. So the next one is 55 in Malevolent traits, and 40 for the next Pragmatic, and I have 25 points. Okay, I'm not really sure if I'm going for that or for those two in a row. This building used to be absolutely amazing, but I think they've reduced how much ideology points it gives. It used to be 3, and I believe they've reduced it to 1 now, which is in line with the Benevolent, really good building, and also the Death Furnace as well, which gives 1 point. Right, so I could now build the Death Furnaces very soon, and it would be a very, very good idea to do so as well. So if I can find it there, it's not too expensive to actually build. It's 101 production. It gives you 50% raw production, and remember, raw production it's all, well, it counts for all 3 of these types. I don't think I've mentioned yet how it exactly works. All of the raw production amounts is it's basically your base production, and then it's modified by percentage bonuses, and percentage bonuses usually come from buildings like factories or labs or techs or events for that matter. So that's basically how your production is figured out. And raw production comes mainly from population, but also certain bonuses like the actual starting capital city, capital city bonus, you can see there as well. Also approval, and yeah, mainly population now. Right, so I'm probably going to want to stick a death furnace there first, but I think what I'm going to do is wait a turn. I'm going to get one more colony ship out, and then we'll start on maybe doing some research, maybe, well, actually probably just getting that death furnace up first, and then maybe doing some research. I don't know how many colony ships I've got out, but yeah, I want at least one more, I think. Right, next turn. Right, I forgot about that. The automated movement feature doesn't work quite as well as I'd like it to, because our open borders treaty has reduced tensions greatly. We're pleased with how this is working out. We're glad to hear that. Brilliant. Yeah, so basically, if you put it on auto, but it doesn't go in, well, see there, if I let this auto this turn just one movement, it wouldn't stop and allow you to move the remaining 8 movement tiles. You would just waste all your movement. So auto movement doesn't quite work as well as it should do, in my opinion, so you have to be a bit careful with it. I'll have to check out the snaffy in a minute. Right, so colonize the planet there. Did they get... no, they haven't got that good. It's a case of bad AI planning there. They take an ideology pick that gives them a planet, but yet they don't have a colony ship on hand to colonize it. So snaffy relations, no, they're still bad. That's still going up, brilliant. That's still going up, brilliant. Some things going really well, actually. Right, this colony ship, let's come down here. There's a shipyard here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably fine, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's move it there. Okay. And that can colonize that this turn. So pretty much all my picks now are going to want to do pragmatic. Let's say I happen to be a really bad option. How's that doing? Doesn't seem to be going down, does it? I don't know how that works. Is it like an 18% chance every turn of it flipping it? That's how it could work. Or maybe it has to reach 100% and then it flips. I don't know. Okay. It's colony ship. Get that to come down there, come down here for the time being. Right, this is beelining towards that. Colonies.